Ryan O Sullivan's farm here, about 16k out of Fairlie. Ryan put down 150 squares first winter of 2010, and then added another 45 squares in the winter of 2011. So from the first laying, we've had 150 squares down for just on 4.5 years now. This is February 2015. So we're just back to visit Ryan, and the first question, Ryan, how has the JakMat performed for you in that 4.5 years, taking the 1,200 cows across it each day?
Yeah, well, as you mentioned, John, there's 1,250 cows coming as a mob across this surface every day, twice a day, and then there's the same number exit the shed pretty much in single file across the JakMat as well. And coming up 5 years this winter, looking at it now, yeah, we're really pleased how it's held up. Well, I have been to other properties that have used a similar honeycomb or cell plastic type product to on high traffic areas for race stabilisation, but I've noticed that the plastic's become brittle, broken up, and I'm talking to the farmers who've used it. They've been pretty disappointed how it's performed. Whereas this stuff here, there's some slight malforming, I guess, of the honeycombs, but the plastic has not become brittle or broken at any point. It's held the material in, and it still looks really tough. It's obviously come under a lot of pressure in wet conditions. Most of our tracks are built with a clay gravel capping material, which is affected by prolonged wet weather, and particularly this really high traffic area. If the tracks are in poor shape, you will get cows reluctant to move. Once that starts occurring, you get cows backing up, and you get pressure all the way back inside the cow shed. So the last thing you want is cows pushing one another to exit the shed in particular. And yeah, not having that, or having cows more comfortable moving out of the shed and onto this JakMat surface prevents that, and I would say saves us quite a lot of lame cow issues. This section where the track mat is laid changes to a clay base material for another probably 50 to 60 metres before it gets out onto the open farm, if you like. That 50 or 60 metre section needs to be recapped and reformed and re-rolled on an annual basis. So that's the apron leading up into the JakMat area. That's quite a time-consuming job. You've got to use contractors, work around the weather, have the material available. So yeah, it is quite a significant saving not having to touch this area, if you like, because, you know, as bad as that area there is, this would be worse, just given the traffic. So, and you're working up against concrete surfaces, and you know, there's fences and that round to work with, so it's quite a difficult area to maintain, get all the levels right and things like that. So just having it basically maintenance free is a real saving.
Do you think you could make an estimation on what you think that the savings would be? I know it's hard, but...
Yeah, I mean, to do that section of track there is probably, yeah, it would be, I guess you're talking to account the value of the material, be at least $1,000 a year. To do this area where the actual JakMat is, would be at least that again, if not more. As I say, a bit more of a difficult area to work in, and a bit more precision required, if you like, to get, as I say, to get all the levels right. So it would be an expensive exercise to have to fix this up every year.
Yeah.
Plus there's going to be a pretty big part of the year where it's starting to break down and become unstable, and yeah, that's where your problems arise.
Then you got productivity around
you've got
cow flow, etc.
Cow flow. Cow flow is a big thing on large scale farms. It's important to get it right. You'd have a lot of trouble if it's not working. Yeah, I guess when we put it down, we we weren't sure how long it would last, but if we knew that it was going to last 5 years, which it looks like it will easily, when we put it down, I would have thought that was pretty good value for money. So everything from there on in terms of longevity is a bonus. This looks like it could go another 3 to 5 years at least, so that's really good value for money, I believe.